see us quiet this evening. No ships cut through the bay, only clouds made out of silver drifting far away. There's an old house near the shoreline where nobody lives now. Curtains dance inside the windows like ghosts that still know how. A wooden chair beside the porch, faces toward the sea, waiting for a conversation that will never be. The waves erase their footprints as the tide moves in. The ocean keeps on swallowing where stories used to begin. Some hearts become horizons too distant to define, always there before you, yet impossible to find. Porcelain sky above the water, fragile shades of blue. Every cloud feels hand-painted with memories of you, and every fading color softens what remains, like sunlight through a broken window after summer rain. Porcelain sky floating over me, porcelain sky where lost dreams still breathe. The harbor road grows quieter as evening settles low. Streetlights bloom like amber flowers in a gentle row. A fisherman folds his nets and heads back home alone, leaving only gulls and echoes beside the weathered stone. The moon arrives unnoticed above the sleeping pier, and suddenly the world feels smaller than a tear. Maybe every lonely place knows exactly what to say without a single spoken word. At the end of the day, the last lighthouse keeper watching from afar, guarding empty waters beneath forgotten stars, and every turning beacon sweeps across the sea like a promise still surviving inside of me. The last lighthouse keeper standing through the years, the last lighthouse keeper keeping watch on tears. If I could save one evening from all the tides of time, I'd keep the night we sat together, listening to the tide. No future hanging over us, no shadows in the air, just the sound of waves arriving and knowing you were there. Porcelain sky before the sunrise, turning gold and white. The sea begins reflecting the first returning light. The last lighthouse keeper fades into the dawn. Some people leave your lifetime, yet their signal carries on. The ocean keeps its secrets. The morning finds the shore And somewhere in the endless blue, I miss you a little more. A crimson umbrella moves slowly across the crowded square. The rain keeps drawing silver lines through the evening air. The crosswalk light turns green again. People rush past in waves. Everyone is chasing somewhere through ordinary days. I stop beneath the station clock, watching puddles glow. The city paints reflections only lonely people know. A busker plays a saxophone near the subway stairs. The melody hangs in the drizzle like a memory still there. Some songs don't ask permission, they simply find your heart, opening hidden windows to where old feelings are. Crimson umbrella in the rainfall, floating through the crowd like a little piece of color standing out somehow. And every passing second feels suspended in the blue, as if the whole city paused to remember you. Crimson umbrella drifting through the storm. Crimson umbrella keeping memories warm. A coffee shop on 7th Avenue leaves its lights on late. Inside, two strangers laugh together while I hesitate. The smell of roasted coffee beans escapes into the street, mixing with the scent of rain and footsteps underneath. I find a seat beside the window, watching headlights stream like rivers made of diamonds flowing through a dream. Maybe every rainy evening carries something back, a forgotten conversation or a familiar track. Westbound rain upon the highway, racing toward the sea. Every drop becomes a postcard from who we used to be. And every glowing tail light fades into the night like promises we carried once beyond the city lights. Westbound rain still falling through my mind. Westbound rain leaving years behind. If I could save one evening from the current of time, I keep the simple moments that never asked to shine. The walk beneath the street lights, the warmth inside your hand, the little things we never knew would someday matter again. Crimson umbrella at the corner, vanishing from sight. The city keeps on moving through another rainy night. Westbound rain beyond the skyline, soft against the dawn. Some people leave your story, yet their weather lingers on. The clouds begin to open, morning touches every lane. But somewhere in the distance, I still hear the rain. Departure screams close softly in the quiet after midnight. Suitcases roll like distant thunder beneath fluorescent lights. I sit beside gate 21, watching planes live through the clouds. People wrapped in destinations, moving fast through the crowd. A little girl hugs her father before he boards alone. The moment hangs between them like a photograph unknown. I sip cold coffee from a paper cup as the hours drift away. The airport feels like nowhere, and every place today. Some hearts stay in transit, never fully arriving, holding on to echoes of a life once thriving. Velvet airport in the darkness, silver wings above. Everybody's flying somewhere while I'm grounded by your love. And every announcement echoes through the empty hall like unfinished conversations. I still recall velvet airport floating through the blue. Velvet airport still carrying you. A janitor hums a melody as he mops the polished floor. The tune sounds oddly familiar, like something from before. Outside the runway sparkles beneath the falling rain. Tiny lights stretching forever like veins across the plain. I check my phone for no reason, knowing nothing's there. Yet some habits survive long after people disappear. Maybe every goodbye leaves fingerprints on time, invisible reminders of what we left behind. Halfway home on a red-eye flight, crossing through the night, looking down at sleeping cities covered up in light. And every distant highway looks like a golden thread leading toward the places where old memories are kept. Halfway home, still somewhere in between. Halfway home between the now and then. If I could board one final flight back to a younger day, I'd sit beside the window and watch the clouds give way to afternoons of laughter and evenings without fear. Before we learned how quickly forever disappears. Velvet airport in the morning, the first sunlight appears, shining through the terminal like forgotten years. Halfway home beyond the horizon, the sky begins to clear. Some people leave your lifetime, yet somehow stay right here. The final boarding call fades out, the runway greets the dawn, and I carry your memory to every place I'm gone. The harbor glows in violet colors beneath a restless sky. Fishing boats drift in silence as the midnight tide rolls by. bench beside the water, paint worn by the sea. The same place where we sat for hours, talking endlessly. The harbor bell rings softly across the sleeping bay. Its lonely sound keeps traveling long after it fades away. A street vendor folds his awning and wheels his cart back home, while I stay here with the ocean and the weight of being alone. Some nights feel like photographs developing too slow, revealing hidden feelings we already know. Neon harbor in the moonlight, colors on the waves, heavy reflection carries a memory it saves. And every distant sailboat disappearing into blue feels like another version of me letting go of you. Neon harbor still shining through the dark. Neon harbor still anchored in my heart. A musician near the pier plays an old acoustic tune. The melody floats upward toward the patient moon. I close my eyes and listen as the chords begin to fade, thinking of all the promises that time quietly unmade. The ocean keeps no answers, only endless tides, but somehow it understands the things I keep inside. Maybe every shoreline remembers every wave, even when the water can no longer stay. Last postcard from the coastline, faded at the seams, covered in small sentences and unfinished dreams. And every handwritten letter still echoes in my room, like sunlight trapped forever inside an afternoon. Last postcard still resting by my bed. Last postcard holding words we never said. If I could send one message across the years tonight, I'd write about forgiveness and learning how to fly. I tell my younger self, some hearts are passing trains, but the journey they leave behind will always remain. Neon harbor near the sunrise, silver turning gold. The water keeps on moving while the story grows old. Last postcard in the daylight, soft against the blue. Some people leave your lifetime, but leave a sky there too. The harbor wakes around me, seagulls cross the dawn, and somewhere in the morning breeze, your memory sails on. Room 307 glows softly at the end of a quiet hall. The city hums beyond the curtains like a distant waterfall. A cherry-colored lamp beside me paints the walls in red. The suitcase by the doorway knows I should be in bed. But sleep keeps missing trains tonight, and thoughts keep missing you. The television flickers silently, with nothing worth watching through. A storm is building somewhere past the skyline and the bay. I hear the thunder mumble like old words we couldn't say. Some nights are made of echoes and unfinished melodies, floating through the darkness like leaves on winter seas. Cherry Hotel after midnight, lost between the floors. Every room is holding secrets behind its closed doors, and every glowing window looks like a different life, one where we never drifted into separate nights. Cherry Hotel, still blooming in the rain. Cherry Hotel, sweet and full of pain. I find a matchbook in my jacket from a place we used to go. A rooftop bar with paper lights and music moving slow. The ink has started fading, the edges turning gold. Funny how the smallest things can make your heart unfold. Outside, a lonely taxi slides beneath the storm. Its headlights trace a silver path through streets I've never known. Maybe every memory is a lantern in disguise, waiting for the darkness to reveal its light. Signal fire on the shoreline, burning through the blue, calling out across the distance like I still do. And every restless wave keeps carrying your name back to the empty places where our shadows remain. Signal fire, still glowing from afar. Signal fire, like a forgotten star. If I could send one message across the years tonight, I'd tell you that I made it, though some days are hard to fight. And I'd thank you for the chapters, even if they had to end, because some hearts become a lesson and some become a friend. Cherry Hotel near the morning, the rain begins to slow. The city wears a silver coat beneath the early glow. Signal fire in the distance, fading with the dawn. Some people leave your story, yet their warmth lingers on. The hallway lights grow brighter as a new day starts anew. And somewhere in another city, the sunrise touches you. Moonlight spills across the balcony, painting silver on the floor. The ocean breeze beyond the skyline, like it always did before. unfinished cup of jasmine tea sits cooling by my side. The night is full of quiet things that nowhere seem to hide. A passing ship blinks in the distance beyond the sleeping bay. Its lonely light keeps moving while I remain the same. The wind lifts up the curtains like pages from a book, and suddenly I'm reading all the chances we never took. Some memories arrive gently like waves upon the shore. They never ask permission, they simply open doors. Silver balcony in moonlight, floating above the sea, holding all the words you never said to me. And every distant heartbeat in the rhythm of the tide feels like pieces of forever still drifting by my side. Stars glow above the harbor like lanterns in the sky. I trace familiar constellations as another hour goes by. A neighbor plays a piano softly from somewhere down the street. The melody falls through the darkness, slow and bittersweet. Close my eyes and listen to notes fading in the air. And for a moment it feels like you're standing there. Maybe every song we love still travels through the years, carrying hidden messages only the heart can hear. Ocean letters on the shoreline, written by the foam. Every wave leaves messages before they're carried home. And every fading sentence disappears into the night, like promises we whispered beneath the harbor light. If I could gather every sunset that we left behind, I'd hang them in the sky tonight, like paintings made of time. Not to live inside the past or wish for what could be, only to thank those moments for becoming part of me. Silver balcony at sunrise, the horizon turning gold. The world begins another day while old stories unfold. Ocean letters in the morning, gone without a trace. Some people leave your lifetime but never leave their place. The tea is long gone cold now, the stars begin to fade, and somewhere beyond the water your memory remains. The lighthouse stopped working years ago, still standing by the sea. A silhouette against the darkness, like like an old memory. I took the road along the coastline, where the waves touched broken stone. The sky was painted charcoal blue, and I was driving alone. The radio kept fading between songs and static noise, like half-forgotten conversations and unfinished choices. A single seagull crossed the horizon, vanishing from sight, and somehow that small moment stayed with me all night. Some things keep surviving even when they lose their light, like old dreams waiting quietly beyond the edge of night. Broken lighthouse by the ocean, watching years go by, holding all the storms it weathered beneath the endless sky. And every crashing wave below repeats a different truth, that some things disappear but never really leave you. Broken lighthouse, still shining in my soul. Broken lighthouse, making fractured pieces whole. I park beside an overlook above the sleeping town. Street lights stretched like golden rivers flowing all around. A train moves slowly through the valley, its windows glowing white, like tiny moving stories crossing through the night. I thought about the people who once filled my days, and how time turns familiar voices into distant shades. Maybe every ending leaves a lantern burning low, guiding us through places we never wanted to go. Golden Avenue at midnight, shimmering in the rain. Every light reflects a memory I can't explain, and every empty sidewalk feels familiar somehow, like echoes of a lifetime still walking with me now. Golden Avenue, still running through my veins. Golden Avenue, soft as autumn rain. If I could speak to yesterday, I'd ask for nothing new. I'd simply sit beside myself and listen all the way through, because the heart keeps growing through every loss it knows, and every season leaves a seed somewhere beneath the snow. Continue rolling, the day begins again, and somewhere in the distance the lighthouse meets the wind. Snow falls onto the river without a sound tonight, a bridge of pale reflections stretches through the light. I cross the city slowly, hands buried in my coat, watching tiny circles form where snowflakes touch the road. The bookstores all are closing, their windows glowing gold, and every passing stranger looks warmer than the cold. A violin from somewhere distant rises through the air, the kind of melody that makes you stop and stand there. Some nights are built from silence and everything it hides, the things we never speak about, still walking by your side. Paper bridge across the river, fragile in the snow, holding up 1,000 memories from years ago. And every step I take tonight returns me to the blue, where all the roads I travel still somehow lead to you. Paper bridge floating over time, paper bridge between your world and mine. I find a notes in a poster, peeling from a wall, advertising stories nobody recalls. The wind turns pages of a newspaper left beside a bench, like yesterday, still searching for somewhere to rest. The city clock strikes midnight above the empty square, and for a second every shadow feels like you were there. Maybe every winter keeps pieces of the spring hidden underneath the frost, waiting for everything. Yeah, winter ocean beyond the harbor, dark and wide and deep, holding all the promises the waves could never keep. And every distant lighthouse paints silver on the sea, like a quiet conversation between the night and me. Winter ocean, still calling from afar. Winter ocean, beneath the sleeping stars. Winter ocean. If I could borrow one memory, I'd choose a simple scene, walking underneath umbrellas before we knew what leaving means. No final words, no endings, no fear of what's ahead, only the sound of laughter and the things we never said. Paper bridge in early morning, snowfall turning gold, city slowly waking as another story unfolds. Winter ocean near the horizon, soft beneath the dawn. Some people leave your lifetime, yet their tide keeps moving on. The river keeps on flowing, the snow begins to fade, and somewhere in the quiet light, your memory remains. Fireflies flicker above the fields like tiny falling stars. The summer night stretches forever beyond the darkened farms. train station at the edge of town still wears its faded paint. tracks and promises that ain't. I stand beneath the old clock tower, listening to the breeze, the sound of distant crickets moving softly through the trees. A suitcase rests beside my feet, though I'm not going anywhere. Sometimes leaving is a feeling, not a place that's there. Some memories grow quieter, but never truly fade. They settle like the evening mist across familiar lanes. Velvet station after midnight, waiting for a train that only runs through memories and disappears again. Every whistle in the darkness calls across the years, carrying forgotten laughter and unfinished tears. Velvet station, still standing in my soul. Velvet station, where broken stories go. The cornfields wave beneath the moon, silver in the light, like oceans made of summer dreams, sleeping through the night. I remember chasing fireflies inside a mason jar, believing we could hold forever everything we are. Now the roads seem longer somehow, the town feels smaller too, yet every corner keeps a shadow that reminds me of you. Maybe every childhood sky still hangs above our heads, even when we're miles away from where those moments lived. After the fireflies faded, the night remained the same, but something in the silence kept whispering your name. And every little spark we caught still glows inside my mind, like tiny golden memories time could never unwind. After the fireflies, still dancing in the blue. After the fireflies, I still think of you. If I could visit one old summer, I'd stay until the dawn, listening to the distant trains and watching shadows drawn. No worries about tomorrow, no fear of what's ahead, just barefoot dreams and open skies and words we never said. Velvet station near the sunrise, the eastern sky turns gold. The tracks keep stretching forward like stories still untold. After the fireflies vanish, morning fills the air. Some people leave your lifetime, yet you still find them there. The first train of the morning rolls softly through the haze, and somewhere in the waking light, your memory remains. Neon sign keeps flickering, outside a roadside room. The desert wind keeps whispering beneath a pale half moon. markers disappear behind me, like years I can't retrace. The highway stretches endlessly through an empty place. A vending machine hums softly outside room 22. Its lonely light reminds me of nights I spent with you. The radio finds distant stations, then loses them again, like conversations drifting through the static of the wind. Some roads don't lead to answers, some roads only heal by teaching broken hearts how to slowly feel. There's a motel after midnight, bathed in faded red. Every shadow on the ceiling repeats the words unsaid, and every passing truck light slides across the wall, like memories still searching for a place to fall. Desert motel, standing in the dark. Desert motel, guarding my heart. The ice machine keeps rattling like thunder far away. A lonely dog is barking at the edge of yesterday. I walk beyond the parking lot into the open land. The desert feels like ocean waves made entirely of sand. The sky is filled with diamonds, too many stars to name. And suddenly my worries look smaller than my pain. Maybe every lonely night is secretly a guide leading us through darkness to the other side. Static stars above the canyon, shimmering in blue, sending silent messages. I wish I could reach you. And every constellation looks scattered yet complete, like pieces of a story that time refused to keep. Static stars still glowing from afar. Static stars teaching me who we are. If I could stop this highway at one forgotten mile, I'd stay inside that memory a little while. Not to change the ending or undo the truth, just to feel the warmth again of being close to you. There's a motel near the sunrise. The neon starts to fade. The horizon paints a golden line across the sleeping plains. Static stars grow fainter as daylight fills the sky. Some people leave your lifetime but never say goodbye. The engine starts beside me. Morning fills the air, and somewhere down the highway, your memory rides there. Greenhouse lights are glowing long after closing time. Tiny drops cling to the glass like stars that couldn't shine. I wandered through the garden paths where nobody remains. The flowers sleep beneath the mist in soft September rain. is warm and heavy, filled with jasmine and earth. 1,000 living colors quietly losing their worth. I touch a leaf that's trembling under a silver beam, and wonder why some memories still bloom inside my dreams. Some hearts are like gardens, holding seasons deep below. Even after winter comes, something still glows. Midnight greenhouse full of shadows, covered in emerald light. Every flower keeps a secret from another life, and every silent blossom seems to know the truth. But something stopped existing, but never stopped being beautiful. Midnight greenhouse, growing through my mind. Midnight greenhouse, leaving time behind. Outside, a city disappears beneath the blanket of fog. Streetlights become distant islands floating in the dark. I hear a train beyond the hills calling through the night. Its lonely whistle drifting like a bird in flight. The benches stand abandoned beside the winding lane, yet somehow every empty place still remembers your name. Maybe love becomes a ghost not meant to haunt or stay, just a quiet constellation guiding us away. Falling satellites above me, crossing through the blue, burning bright for just a moment, the way we used to do. And every streak of silver paints a memory in the sky, a reminder that some beautiful things are only meant to pass by. Falling satellites still shining from afar. Falling satellites, but like pieces of our stars. If I could hold 1 second before it slipped away, I'd keep the sound of your laughter at the end of a summer day. Not because I need it now or wish to start again, but because some moments deserve to be remembered till the end. In the greenhouse near the sunrise, glass begins to glow. Morning paints the sleeping flowers in colors soft and slow. Falling satellites grow fainter as daylight fills the air. Some people live your lifetime, yet their light stays there. The greenhouse doors swing open, the mist begins to clear, and somewhere in the waking world, your memory blooms here. Dust dances in the sunlight across an empty room. The piano waits in silence beneath the afternoon. Nobody's played these keys for longer than I know. The wood has lost its polish, the colors faded slow. I press a single note and watch it fill the air, like something sleeping quietly was waiting for me there. The melody feels fragile, a photograph in sound, pieces of another life still floating all around. Some songs never end, they just grow far away, living in the corners of forgotten days. Dust on the piano, golden in the light. Every note unlocks a doorway back into the night, and every broken harmony still carries something true, like the music knows the story I lost with you. Dust on the piano, resting on the keys. Dust on the piano, whispering to me. Outside the winter settles along the quiet street. The snowflakes drift like letters no one thought to keep. A woman walks her dog alone past a shuttered store. The same road keeps on turning towards somewhere before. I sit beside the window watching daylight fade. The sky becomes a watercolor of silver, blue and gray. Maybe every ending leaves an ember in the dark, waiting for a lonely night to find its spark. Hey, Northern Lights Motel, far beyond the town. A flickering sign in frozen air, where no one's around, and every glowing vacancy feels familiar somehow, like a place where all my memories are staying now. Northern Lights Motel, standing through the snow. Northern Lights Motel, the last place I let go. If I could save one season from disappearing time, I'd keep the winter evenings when your hand was close to mine. The silence felt like comfort, the darkness felt like home, before the roads between us became too long to roam. Dust on the piano, the room begins to glow. Morning finds the melodies I thought I'd never know. Northern Lights Motel, fading with the dawn. Some people leave your lifetime, but their warmth lingers on. The final note keeps ringing long after it is gone, and somewhere in that silence I learned to carry on. The laundromat is glowing at 2:30 a.m. Rows are spinning circles, turning over again. The streets outside are empty, the traffic long since gone. Only yellow street lights still choosing to stay on. I sit beside the dryers, watching colors spin like fragments of old memories caught beneath my skin. A woman reads a magazine without a single word. The quiet feels so heavy, even breathing can't be heard. Some nights don't ask for answers, they only ask you stay and listen to the silence. silence till the hurt fades away. Moonlit laundromat right against the blue. Every spinning shadow pulls me back to you, and every cycle ends and starts another one, like learning how to lose someone without coming undone. Moonlit laundromat, turning through the night. Moonlit laundromat, holding on to light. A vending machine is humming near the faded door, the same soft song repeating like I've heard it all before. Outside the moon hangs low above the sleeping town, silver spilling over rooftops as the world slows down. I trace circles on the window, fog gathering on the glass, thinking how the longest nights always seem to last. Maybe healing isn't leaving, maybe it's learning why certain names become stars that never leave the sky. Crashing comets through the darkness, burning bright and fast. Beautiful because they know they were never built to last, and every trail they leave behind stays glowing for a while, like all the little moments that made the pain worthwhile. Crashing comets falling through my dreams. Crashing comets, not as far as they seem. If I could keep a memory, I'd choose an ordinary night, sitting beside you laughing under parking lot lights. Nothing grand or perfect, nothing made for history, just two hearts not realizing how precious simple could be. Moonlit laundromat at sunrise, the machines finally rest. Morning pours through every window and settles in my chest. Crashing comets fade above me, lost inside the day. Some people leave your lifetime, but their light refuses to fade. The dryers stop their turning, the doors unlock once more, and I walk into the morning different than before. The observatory above the sleeping hills, the sky's painted midnight blue and perfectly still. I climb the spiral staircase, past photographs of stars, old maps of distant galaxies, and worlds that seem too far. The telescope is pointing toward a silent sea of light, where ancient constellations have survived another night. A stranger whispers softly about a comet passing through, but all I really notice is how everything becomes you. Some memories orbit forever around a quiet heart, never losing gravity even when we're far apart. Velvet observatory floating above the earth, every star reminds me of what we once were worth, and every distant planet turning through the dark feels like another version keeping broken pieces whole. The city far below me looks tiny from up here. Street lights become rivers of silver and amber. A notebook in my pocket holds things I never said. Half-finished thoughts and promises still wandering in my head. The night grows deeper slowly, the air becomes more coated. Some feelings stay awake long after they grow old. Maybe love a starlight traveling through years, still arriving in our hearts after it disappears. Glass birds across the heavens, flying without sound, tracing fragile patterns above the sleeping ground. And every crystal wing beat reflects a fading dream, beautiful because it vanished, not because it stayed with me. Glass birds drifting through the blue. Glass birds still carrying you. If I could keep one evening locked safely in the sky, I'd choose a simple moment before the last goodbye. No tears, no explanations, no fear of what would be, just your laughter in the darkness, like music finding me. Velvet observatory at sunrise, the stars begin to fade. Morning slowly gathers where the constellations stayed. Glass birds become reflections inside the waking day. Some people leave your lifetime, but their wonder never fades. The dome begins to close now. The eastern sky turns cold, and somewhere beyond the daylight, your story still unfolds. Amber light fills the tunnel beneath the ocean glass. Silent creatures drift above like memories that pass. I came here on a Tuesday when the world felt far away. Children pressed against the windows, watching silver shadows sway. A giant ray moved slowly across the ceiling blue. For a second all the water looked exactly like the truth. The crowd kept moving forward, but I stayed where I was, listening to the quiet that settles after love. Some feelings sink so deeply, they become part of the sea, invisible beneath the surface, yet shaping everything. Amber aquarium, glowing in the dark. Every drifting silhouette leaves a mark upon my heart, and every wave above me carries echoes through, like the ocean learned my story the day I lost you. Amber aquarium, still swimming through my soul. Amber aquarium, making broken waters whole. The gift shop near the exit still sells paper stars, tiny worlds inside glass bottles and postcards from afar. I bought one without thinking and slipped it in my coat. Funny how the smallest things can keep a heart afloat. Outside, the evening settled across the harbor line. The city lights were blooming like flowers made of time. Maybe every goodbye is only part of the tide, leaving shells and stories along the other side. The last balloon above the fairground, floating toward the moon. A splash of faded crimson, disappearing too soon. And every eye that followed knew it couldn't stay. Yet somehow it looked beautiful as it drifted away. The last balloon still rising in my dreams. The last balloon not as gone as it seems. If I could hold one memory without the fear of loss, I'd choose a night we laughed so hard we forgot the world was lost. No promises forever, no plans beyond the day, just two hearts in a moment before it slipped away. Amber aquarium at closing, the lights begin to dim, but every shadow in the water still remembers him. The last balloon beyond the skyline, vanishing from sight. Some people leave your lifetime like color leaves the night. The ocean keeps on moving, the stars begin to shine, and somewhere in the deep blue dark your memory meets mine. The aquarium closed last winter, the tanks stand dark and still. Moonlight drifts across the glass and settles on the hill. I pass the building every Sunday on my way downtown. Its faded sign still hangs above, though nobody comes around. The parking lot is overgrown, the ticket booth asleep. Like a secret no one visits, too important not to keep. A paper cup rolls through the wind along the empty path and disappears into the night like echoes of the past. Some places lose their purpose, but never lose their soul. They carry hidden stories long after they're old. The empty aquarium, full of ghostly blue. Every silent window reminds me of you, and every darkened hallway still seems to know my name. Like memories keep swimming even after they change. The empty aquarium, frozen under stars. The empty aquarium, keeping what we are. A Sunday market fills a square a few blocks down the road. People trade forgotten things and stories they once owned. I find a box of photographs beneath a folding chair. Faces smiling at a future they believed was there. The corners have grown fragile, the colors washed away, yet somehow every picture still remains. promises forever, no fear of coming pain, just sunlight through an open window and laughter in the rain. The empty aquarium, watching seasons change. The silence grows around it, but nothing feels erased. Sunday photographs shining through the years. Some people leave your lifetime, yet remain through all the tears. The morning slowly rises across the sleeping town, and somewhere in the growing light, your shadow settles down. The clock tower rings at midnight across the sleeping square. Rain gathers on the cobblestones and disappears somewhere. The bakery lights are fading, the chairs are stacked away. A lonely bicycle waits outside, like it forgot the day. The fountain in the center still sings its quiet song, while shadows stretch across the streets where I don't belong. I pull my scarf a little tighter against the cooling air, watch reflections dancing in puddles everywhere. Some nights feel like old movies projected on the rain, scenes returning softly again and again. Clock tower rain keeps falling over rooftops and roads. Every drop carries a story nobody told, and every distant church bell cuts gently through the blue, like a reminder from another life I spent with you. Clock tower rain still falling in my heart. Since we fell apart. A flower shop beside a station leaves roses in the glass. The colors blur beneath the storm as evening slowly passes. A taxi rolls through silence, leaving rivers in its wake, like every choice we ever made and every chance we didn't take. The city wears its loneliness like a coat of silver gray, and somehow that makes perfect sense on nights like this today. Maybe every empty street remembers every name, even after years have passed. Nothing feels the same. Paper airplanes in the wind, flying through the dark, carrying forgotten wishes like sparks without a spark. And every folded corner holds dreams we couldn't save, floating toward horizons beyond the rain. Paper airplane still drifting through my mind. Paper airplanes leaving years behind. If I could send a message across the distance now, I'd write it on the clouds above and let the storm figure out how not to ask for one more chance or change what came before, only to say thank you for what we had. Some people leave your lifetime, but their dreams stay with you. The clock tower rings once softly as daylight fills the square, and somewhere in the waking world your memory is there. The museum opens after rain, when the city turns to gold. Paintings wait in quiet rooms with stories never told. I wander through forgotten halls beneath the skylight glow. Portraits stare from distant years at people they don't know. A marble staircase echoes softly under careful feet. The silence here feels older than any crowded street. When canvas shows an empty shore beneath the fading sun, and suddenly I remember someone I used to become. Some memories hang forever like pictures on a wall. Time may dim the colors, but never takes them all. Velvet museum in the twilight filled with shades of blue. Every frame is holding a different piece of you, and every quiet gallery feels frozen in a dream, where everything we lost is closer than it seems. Velvet museum, still living in my mind. Velvet museum, leaving years behind. Outside the clouds are breaking above the avenue. The pavement shines like mirrors, reflecting silver hues. A violin from a street performer floats across the square. The melody keeps following me like perfume in the air. I stop beside a flower stand as evening settles down, watching petals dance lightly across the sleepy town. Maybe hearts are exhibits built from joy and pain, and every room inside them whispers someone's name. Runaway kites above the river, pulled by restless skies. Tiny colors drifting where the daylight dies, and every tangled ribbon carries wishes through the wind, like all the dreams we promised we would chase again. Runaway kites, still floating through my soul. Runaway kites, beyond my control. If I could frame one moment and keep it safe from time, I'd choose an ordinary evening when your hand was close to mine. No grand farewell approaching, no shadows left to fear. Just the simple kind of happiness that disappears. Velvet museum near closing, the lights begin to fade, but every work of art remains long after it's displayed. Runaway kites beyond the sunset, vanishing from sight. are closing, the stars begin to show, and somewhere in the quiet dark, your memory still glows. Candles flicker on the windowsill while the city fades away. The ceiling fills with borrowed stars from a machine that softly plays. The room becomes a universe of tiny silver lights, constellations drifting slowly across the walls tonight. Outside the rain is whispering against the glass again, but in here galaxies are blooming far beyond the wind. A photograph falls from a journal onto the wooden floor, a version of us smiling from a world that isn't anymore. Some memories don't knock, they simply enter through a crack inside the evening and sit beside you. Candle planetarium, stars across the room. Every little light reminds me how quickly flowers bloom, and every constellation feels written in your name, like the universe remembers what time could not contain. Candle planetarium, spinning in the dark. Candle planetarium, protecting every spark. I gather up the photographs scattered near the bed, tiny frozen seconds of things we never said. One shows an empty carnival, one shows a summer lake, one captures all the innocence we didn't know. We take the edges, have them softer, the colors faded thin, yet somehow every image still lets the feeling in. Maybe hearts keep albums no fire can erase, holding every season inside a hidden place. Silent Polaroids on the table, sleeping side by side. Little windows to forever that nowhere else survives, and every faded picture still glows beneath the dust, like proof that even temporary things can leave a permanent touch. Silent Polaroids, still shining through the years. Silent Polaroids, beyond the smiles and tears. If I could step inside a photograph just for one last day, I'd choose the most ordinary one and quietly stay. No fireworks, no grand romance, no dramatic goodbye scene, just sunlight through a kitchen window and everything in between. Candle planetarium at dawn, the stars begin to fade. Morning climbs across the room where dreams and shadows stayed. Silent Polaroids beside me, caught between then and now. Some people leave your lifetime but never leave. Somehow the candles burn to embers, the sky turns soft and blue. night stands still beneath the stars, like giants turn to stone. Weeds grow through the ticket booths, where crowds once filled the air. The colors on the carousel are fading everywhere. A rusted Ferris wheel reaches toward a cloudless sky. Its silent shape keeps asking questions I can't answer. Why? The wind moves through the empty gates like voices from before, and every step I take tonight opens another door. Some places keep their ghosts, not frightening, just true, holding on to moments long after they are through. Rusted Ferris wheel turning only in my mind, carrying old summers I thought I left behind. And every broken light bulb still remembers how to shine, like all the little pieces of your heart and mine. Rusted Ferris wheel, standing through the years. Rusted Ferris wheel, guarding laughter, guarding tears. I find a bench beside the midway, covered up in leaves. The autumn air is colder now, the memory believes. A paper cup rolls past me across the cracked cement, like something searching endlessly for where the good times went. The moon hangs over everything, a pale and watchful eye, witness to the promises that vanished with goodbye. Maybe nothing lasts forever, maybe that's the art. Temporary things lead permanent places in the heart. November cassette playing through a worn out stereo, a song wrapped up in static from so many years ago. And every tiny crackle feels warmer than it should, like hearing old emotions translated into wood. November cassette still spinning in the dark. November cassette still protecting every spark. If I could rewind time like ribbons in a tape, I'd stop inside a simple day before it slipped away, not to hold it captive or change what came to be, just to sit there one more minute and let it breathe. Rusted Ferris wheel at sunrise, the shadows start to fade. Morning paints the empty rides in colors made of gray. November cassette slowing as the final chorus ends. Some people leave your lifetime, but their melody remains. The fairground stays behind me as daylight fills the sky. And somewhere in the static I hear one last goodbye. A telephone booth stands empty at the corner of the street, bathed in fading sapphire light, where silence and shadows meet. The grocery store is closing, workers stacking crates. A tired man sweeps fallen leaves beyond the iron gates. The evening smells of pavement and fruit left in the rain. The city carries loneliness in ways it can't explain. I stop beside the telephone, its glass worn thin by years, and see my reflection standing there with all its hidden fears. Some voices never vanish, even when the line goes dead. They linger in the spaces between the words we said. Blue telephone in the darkness, waiting for a call, holding all the conversations that never came at all. And every silent ringing echoes through my chest, like questions that keep searching for a place to rest. Blue telephone, still glowing in the rain. Blue telephone, calling out your name. An old woman sells oranges near the closing train. Their color burns like sunlight against the evening gray. She smiles at passing strangers, then watches them depart, like she already understands the weather of the heart. I buy a paper bag of them and walk beside the tracks. The scent of citrus follows me like something pulling back. Maybe every little thing becomes a memory, not because it's special, but because it used to be. Midnight oranges on the counter, bright against the room. Tiny sun still glowing inside the midnight gloom. And every bittersweet flavor feels familiar somehow, like pieces of another life returning to me now. Midnight oranges, golden in the blue. Midnight oranges, still reminding me of you. If I could visit one lost evening, I'd leave my fears behind and tell you all the fragile things I kept locked inside. No grand declarations, no perfect final scene, just honesty arriving where silence used to be. Blue telephone near morning, the city starts to wake. Appearing across the silver lake. Midnight oranges beside me, their color slowly fades. Some people leave your lifetime, but not the light they gave. The first train leaves the station, the sky begins to shine, and somewhere in the growing day, your memory crosses mine. The fairy leaves at midnight, cut into the silver sea. city lights grow smaller, like memories of you and me. The deck is almost empty, just the ocean and the wind. A stranger reads a novel while the night slowly settles in. The shoreline fades behind me into a watercolor glow, and every wave beneath the hull feels like somewhere I used to know. I pull my jacket closer against the cooling air, and wonder if another sky has found you standing there. Some distances are measured by more than miles alone. Sometimes it's the silence between two telephones. Night ferry on the water, carrying dreams away. Every ripple tells a story that words could never say. And every distant lighthouse flashes through the blue, like a signal from another life, still reaching out for you. Night ferry, moving through the dark. Night ferry, sailing through my heart. I found a no receipt inside the pocket of my coat, from a seaside cafe where we sat, watching sailboats float. The ink has nearly vanished, the date is hard to read, but somehow the tiny paper still remembers everything. The moon paints silver pathways across the open tide, like roads that lead to places where old memories hide. Maybe every ocean keeps secrets in its waves, holding all the moments time could never save. September map spread on the table, lines across the page, marking all the places we thought we'd reach someday. And every drawn direction still points beyond the years, toward a version of tomorrow, before the doubts and fears. September maps still folded in my hand. September maps from a promised land. If I could revisit one season, I'd choose the early fall, when every dream felt possible and love felt bigger than it all. The leaves were turning amber, the evening's coming fast, yet somehow we believed good things were built to last. Night ferry toward the sunrise, the harbor comes in view. A brand new day is waiting under skies of silver blue. September maps inside the suitcase, quiet as the dawn. Some people leave your lifetime, yet their compass lingers on. The ferry reaches shoreline, morning fills the bay, and somewhere in the waking light, your memory finds its way.